Today, I'm going to make a macrame owl. Some assembly required. Lily is in class right now, so she's not right here, but don't worry, I'm sure she will be back at some point. And something that she doesn't necessarily super love is macrame, so I thought she wouldn't mind if I did it myself. I haven't done any for a while, so it just seems like a good idea. When I think of macrame, I think of the old school, super 70s owls. Now, I have no idea how to make an owl. I could not find a pattern or anything, and you know me, I don't like to have a pattern. I like to figure it out myself. So I made myself a sketch. I think I know what I'm doing. Maybe. It might turn out right. It might not. So what I have done is I have cut out a thick piece of rope, 18 inches long. I'm pretty sure this is too long, but I'm going to trim it after I figure out how wrong this length is. So I will put down how long it ended up down here somewhere. So I'm starting with 18 inches of this thicker rope, and then I am using a thinner macrame cord kind of a deal for the knotting. I have cut 14 cords that I'm going to double over, 16 feet long. Now, that's too long. I know that. But I really don't like when my cords are too short, because then that's it. You can't do anything about it. I mean, maybe you can. I can't do anything about it. I don't know what I'm doing. So in order to not have that terrible thing happen, I've just cut them way too long. So again, I will put down here how much I ended up cutting off so that you can know how long it actually has to be. I'm sure it doesn't have to be 16 feet long, but I don't want to do the whole thing and have it be like this close to the end and the little last one is dangling and it's just not long enough, and oh no. And then I'm also going to do a wrap knot at the bottom. So I just cut a gigantic long cord, 4 feet long, and I can just cut off what I don't need. Aside from that, I'm going to use 2 beads for eyes. I may color them. I think that all I have are like the blank wood colored beads, which are exactly this color. And a stick. So I'm gonna just run outside and grab sort of a thick stick, unless I have one in here already. It's possible. And then I'll get going. My plan is to at least start on the table. Maybe I'll tape this down. I'm going to use this as my top. I'll explain it in a voiceover as I go, so you can know exactly what steps I am taking or what I should have done. I think it will turn out cool. Let's find out! Here is the stick that I found. It's much cooler than this plain one. And these are the beads I'm using for the eyes. And the markers I'll use to color them. So let's see what I've done so far. So I attached all of these cords with lark's head knots onto this nice thick cord. I taped it down, but works okay. Now here, I've done some square knots, sort of an alternating square knot thing to make a triangle for the ear tufts. These are horizontal half-hitch knots over in this direction, and then I'm doing another set of alternating square knots to make a nice triangle pattern that goes down. The next step is going to be the eyes, so let's see how that goes. All right, so let me explain another time what I've done. So I have done diagonal half-hitch knots here to make sort of a V for the top of his eyes. Here and here, I have done 2 square knot sinnets. That just means you make square knots over and over. So I tried to sort of bend them around so that they would look especially round. Not really sure why these aren't straight, but that's okay. I think it'll probably straighten up. And then I put the beads on after 1 square knot at the top and 1 square knot at the bottom. I had 2 square knots at the bottom, but I thought that it looked weird, so I took them out. Now I've done some more diagonal half-hitch knots for the beak, and then some more for underneath the eye. My plan for the next part is some more square knots. I'm not really 100% sure what I'm gonna do with the wings. I'm gonna try to make them come out a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so here is my final section of what I have done because I finished my little owl. So in here, these are just alternating square knots. And then the same thing down the side for the wings. They're really just alternating square knots, but I pulled out the last cord to make kind of like little wing feather kind of deals. Then for the feet, they are also just a square knot sinnet, and then you pull them around and then tie another square knot underneath. You probably saw that in the video. Another word for that is a square knot button, but instead of just making it super tight and like a little dot, I put it around the stick. Down here, I made some more alternating square knots, kind of in sort of a triangle shape, and then a wrap knot for the tail at the bottom. Now, like I said, I definitely made my strings too long because I do that always. So each cord really could have been about 4 feet shorter, but I like to put a little bit extra on there just in case I'm making spiral knots or something, because those just eat up cord like nobody's business. So I am going to go take some pictures of this little guy and see what it looks like hanging. I did it! It looks like an owl. I'm as surprised as you are. It's a little bit uneven and, you know, some of the things are different angles than the others, but I think it's pretty good considering I had no idea what I was doing and I made up my own pattern. Pretty cute! I'm satisfied. So I tied a little string on to hang him on the wall. I don't know if we're going to end up going that way or if I'll put little nails in the wall like here and here, because with the string, he's a little bit bent like that. Probably as time goes on, he's like this. I don't know. But I like the way he sits on the stick. I'm impressed with myself. Is that bad? Oh well. So, let me know in the comments, would you like me to do a tutorial on macrame knots? I know there are a million zillion of them on YouTube already. Do you want to see another one? Let me know. I can make one if you want me to. Aside from that, do you want me to try any other shapes in macrame? Leave me a comment. Let me know. What are you thinking? I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was pretty fun to make. I like to challenge my brain. It doesn't always take much to give it a good challenge, but that's fine. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like videos like this and you would like to see more, A, you can leave a comment if you have something in particular in mind, and B, make sure that you subscribe and click the bell, because new videos come out on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and if that notification bell is clicked, YouTube will tell you. Until the next video, I will be making things and thinking of things, and probably Lily will be too. I know she's not even in this video. So much classwork all of a sudden. But until then, be awesome, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!